What's up, guys? Welcome back to Forever Gaming, and today we're gonna have another story time. But yes, this one's crazy. Yes, it's back to when I was in middle school. So, don't be shy, grab a snack. Maybe some Fritos, maybe some Coca-Cola. If you're a Pepsi person, I guess get Pepsi. But basically, it was my seventh grade year, and we had a couple pages for the school that students ran that was basically you could submit anonymous stuff about people, and then they'd post it, and then people would see what they would say, just to get the nice tea in there to stir up some stuff. And they'd be like, oh well, he dates a lot of people, she's ugly, she's dumb, stuff kind of like that. It was like that for a couple weeks. People followed pages, thought it was really funny, and then people would also respond to those pages if their name got called and was like, hey, whoever submitted this, come fight me, you don't want this, stuff like that, like normal middle school stuff. Our heads were huge for no reason, okay? But basically, a couple weeks into the pages, people were getting bold. For no reason. They started bringing teachers, yes, staff members at our school. They started bringing them into the anonymous submissions. So one of our teachers, I'm gonna call him Mr. Rogers. Now, Mr. Rogers, I had him my 7th grade year, and he was an English teacher, and some of the 6th graders thought that he was attractive. I don't know why, but basically they started submitting stuff about him, saying how his eyes are beautiful, how he's so cute. It started off, getting a little weird, what they said about him, until all of a sudden it turned completely different because they started talking about other teachers. So they started talking about another teacher, and we're going to call him Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson and Mr. Rogers, they teach different grades, but they were in different hallways, but they teach the same grades. And basically they were saying how those two teachers were so cute, and how they wanted to have a threesome. Yes, you heard me, guys. A threesome with the two teachers. And you have to think about it this way. Everybody from our school knew about this, because our school, everybody knew everybody, basically. And it was not fun, because somehow, I don't know how, but Mr. Rogers' wife found out about some of these submissions. And whenever she found out, she stormed to the school, and the police were involved. And basically we were all sitting down for lunch, and the principal came up, and we didn't think anything of it because no one talked about it, nobody knew yet. So we're all sitting at lunch, and then all of a sudden the principal comes up with a microphone, and she's like, we will not tolerate bullying or harassment on social media to anyone in school. And all of us was looking around thinking, because she still hasn't mentioned the pages, so we're completely still oblivious, and we're like, oh, who did what happened? And she goes, so I found out that there are anonymous submission pages on a social media called Instagram talking about students and teachers in inappropriate ways. And we, at that moment, it clicked, and we started freaking out, because I knew a couple people who ran some of the pages, and they were getting scared because the police were involved now. A police officer went up and said, if you have a page, we will find out who you are. We will ask around who owns the pages, and you will be sent down to the police station. And people are willing to press charges. They will. We will find out who you are, and the police will be involved. Your parents will be called. So all of a sudden, I see around, people are pulling out their phones. Specifically the people who ran the pages, and they were starting to delete the pages completely. So we had second lunch, because the way that it was 6th grade had first lunch, 7th grade had second, 8th, so on. And So 6th grade already knew. And by that time, they already had name submissions. Like, people were already snitching on people. You could not trust anyone. There are still some pages out there I know of, but what they did is they just privated some of their accounts, and they had some people removed from their following list of, people that you could tell were gonna snitch on you. But yeah, that was something crazy, because Mr. Rogers, a lot of students talked about, like, kissing him and, getting obliterated by this man, and his wife literally read those, and it still fathoms me how. Like, that's just crazy. But yeah, so that's the story of the Instagram anonymous pages at my middle school and how the police were involved. So if you like the story, press subscribe, leave down a comment below, like the video, turn on post notifications, and yeah, peace.